Alright, so we're gonna vinyl up this board. I already painted it black. I'm gonna use this to mask it. It's 631 vinyl. Here, I'll show you guys. You can get it on Amazon. I get a lot of questions. What kind of vinyl do I use? Well, there it is. Oracle 631. Okay. Measure it out. Leave a little overhang. Cut it. So the key is to try to get as little bubbling as possible when you do it. It's kind of hard sometimes, but you can do it. So what I like to do is just fold off just a little. Okay, just kind of get it in place. And just kind of make sure it's going to line up when I do it. You can use like a squeegee or something. I just use like a paint stir stick. Probably squeegee would probably work a lot better, but I don't have one, so you use what you got. Just kind of press down and push as you're going. Like already I can see like bubbles are starting to go, so I'm not too happy with that. All right, so I made an air. You can see it up here. The vinyl kind of went on an angle, so I messed that up. But that's all right. I'll just cut a piece of the excess off of right here. And then I'll just apply it up there. You know, no one's perfect. A lot of YouTubers, when they're making it, they don't show their mistakes, so I don't really care. If I make a mistake, I make a mistake. I try to learn from it. And it is what it is. Alright, so it's not perfect, but it's good enough for what we're trying to do. So I'll go put it on the CNC waste board, get it locked down, and then we'll start cutting. Alright, so I got my board on the waste board locked down. Today we're going to do the superhero series Batman flag. So I got the power source connected to the Shapeoko. I'm going to connect to it. Alright, it's connected. Now we're going to jog it. So hit jog. Now we're going to initialize machine. Okay, so it initialized. It's looking good. Let me just rearrange some of these windows so you can see it. Alrighty. So first things first, I'm just gonna load the file, okay? So go to load. I'm gonna do the 90-degree cut first. So wherever you store your files, go to it. I keep mine on my desktop, and I have a special file where I label them.
All right, this is going to be under Superhero Series. Batman. And I got all my cuts lined up. So first things first, I'm going to do the stripes, which are Batarang stripes. So I click on the file, I load it. I'm going to use a 90-degree V-bit, and it's going to be 19,500 RPMs, 80 inches per minute feed rate, and a 40 inch per minute plunge rate. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to set the Z. So I hit jog. I always go to rapid position. Southwest corner. Stop it right about there. Okay. Now I'm going to set up the X and the Y. Okay. So I'm going to go to back to jog. And then I'm just going to align it. I'm going to first eyeball it. Okay. Lower it down to 1 millimeter. All right, that looks good for that position. And I gotta scroll up a little. All right, that looks good. All right, so we're gonna set the 0. I'm gonna do X, Y, done. Now I'm gonna set the Z for the Z level. I usually kind of just go in the middle of the board when I'm doing the stripes, just because that's usually the lowest point. Or sometimes my board kind of tilts a little. It's not trimmed 100%, so I know it usually goes off a little on the upper right hand corner. So I'll set it over there, and then I'll just drop it down. I like using a piece of paper. Some people like using their bit setter. I don't like using it. I feel it takes too long. A piece of paper is just good enough for me. Just keep going till it snags it a little. Oh, I might have did it too little. Okay, there we go. I had 0.01 millimeters. It was taking too long. All right, it was barely moving. All right, give it one little extra. Now I'm going to set the Z, 0 for the Z. All right. All right, everything's in position. So what I like to do is turn on the power for the router and then hit start. So I'll turn this on. All right, so the first cut's done. We're gonna switch out bits and we're gonna do the main part. So first I'm gonna load the new file just so I don't forget. It's gonna be a 1/8 inch end mill, also 19,000 miles per hour, 19,000 RPMs. It's gonna be 80 inches per minute feed rate and 40 inches per second plunge rate. So I gotta switch out the bit. Jog. I always do rapid position, southwest corner. I can actually stop it before just because, there you go. I'm gonna recalculate the Z on the part where the stars are gonna be, or the bat logo. All right, so I'll get my new bit and my bit changer. All right, it's all nice and tight. Now let's set the Z. So I'm gonna drop it, scooch it up a little, maybe over here. Once again, I'll use a piece of paper to set the Z. Okay. Just until it starts to tug on it a little. Alright, there we go. Perfect. Scroll down. Set 0. 0Z. Done. Alright, double check the file. 1/8 end mill Batman logo. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to turn on my... Well, actually first, I forgot to tell you guys. I actually always just raise it up a little, the spindle, just before I start it, just in case. Alright, so we're going to start it. We're going to hit run. We're going to turn this on. Start.
Alright, time to paint this bad boy up. Alright, it's all cut. You tape it off real quick.
Okay.
Sun yellow.
I do 2 coats of paint. So I'll do the yellow and then the gray. 2 coats each. Alright, so I made a mistake. When I put this blue tape on, I forgot. It's pulling the vinyl up. So I'm not able to do the gray here. It kind of pissed me off, but whatever. So we're gonna pull this off. See? It pulled the vinyl for the bat. The vinyl's supposed to stay on the bat right here, so then I could spray paint all this gray, but got jacked up. So I'm gonna have to hand paint it. And that's gonna be a pain in the ass. And it's starting to rain a little bit. So we'll pull this off quick. Oh, it's raining. It's raining. All right, sorry. Had to bring it in the garage. Oh, it looks pretty good. I just wish I painted those gray ones first. And there it is. Thanks for watching, everybody. I did make a tutorial how to make this in a previous video, so if you're interested in designing it yourself and trying it out, just check out my other video. I'll show you step by step how to design this. I appreciate it. Thanks.